What's going on, everybody? It's the Bulls Show, aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be talking about a Chicago Bulls injury update ahead of our next game against the Atlanta Hawks, as well as potentially even the back-to-back situation which we have against the Indiana Pacers. There will be two players that we will be discussing about in this video, and just overall, it looks like this team will be fairly healthy heading into our next game against Atlanta. So there is that positive out of all the negatives that we might talk about today. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to the Bulls Show, turn notifications on, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls and whether or not you think we have a positive chance to walk away. I think this is in Chicago actually, to walk out of Chicago with a victory against the Atlanta Hawks. Again, I've always stressed that the Bulls and Atlanta Hawks games have been fantastic to watch this season, and I give all the respect to Atlanta for that, as well as the Bulls really competing as well. They're a team that I believe are around the 500 mark. We're below 500 at the moment, so it looks like they are having a better season overall, which is understandable because the Bulls have just been so up and down at the moment. But this is an injury update video. There's not too much talking about what I expect from the Atlanta Hawks game. I do expect us to win this game, but you just never know which Bulls team will show up. Let's talk about the injuries. First things first, let's talk about Goran Dragic, the new player that we'll be talking about in this injury report. Basically, Goran Dragic has been listed as questionable to play with a non-COVID related injury, I guess sickness or illness or some sorts. Questionable is 50-50, 50% chance he may play, 50% chance he may not play. I think if I had to take a guess, again, knowing that we have to travel to Indiana, I think he'll either play this game against Atlanta and maybe miss the next game against the Pacers, or vice versa. That's just my situation. That's what I truly think about, obviously, Goran Dragic and his current situation. Nothing major, from my understanding at least, so that's a good positive sign. Big thumbs up there, but that is something that we got to take into consideration as we are missing, I guess, one of our point guards heading into that next game against Atlanta, and that could be huge depending on the situation that we may face. The second player I want to talk about is Javonte Green. Now, obviously, I think the status is he's still out for the Chicago Bulls. He will still be out most likely, even for the game after the Indiana Pacers. But I think it was January 10th that it was reported that he will be reevaluated in 2 weeks. It's now January 23rd, at least from my time zone, it is January 23rd, and it looks like he's coming close to that reevaluation process, which means either he could potentially be returning soon, or for whatever reason he may not return soon. We will have more details on when he could potentially return. I wanted to bring that to you guys' attention because we are edging near to that experience, and hopefully it's going to be a positive one. Hopefully Javonte Green will be back as soon as possible, and hopefully we can have that energy back into the Chicago Bulls team. I think for the most part we've been doing okay. Again, up and down at best for this Bulls team. 3-game win streaks, 3-game losing streaks and whatnot. But I do believe Javonte Green, when he can come into this team, he does provide something that we do need on certain nights, and that is energy. Well, unfortunately, we have to talk about the Bulls coming out with lack of energy sometimes. But with Javonte Green in there, I hope that's not going to be a big problem going forward. And when we do lack that energy, well, then you got the Energizer really there to help this team out when we need it. Hopefully, again, he comes back as soon as possible, but that's really the injury report ahead of our next game against the Atlanta Hawks. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Again, not a massively long video here, but I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next Chicago Bulls video. It's been a while. Again, the Bulls games are very few and far between recently. 4 games before the Warriors game, 4 days before after the Warriors game was the Detroit game. It's been 3 days now since our last game against Detroit. As much as this Bulls team pisses me off sometimes, I am starting to miss watching them play. I mean, who would have thought? Anyway, have a wonderful and safe day. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.